Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Hope everyone's doing great. Hi, and welcome to anyone who's new out there. My name is Elizabeth. As I said, I'm a divine channeler, a medium, a spirit extractor specialist, as well as a divine twin flame on the path to reunion. And as I always say, it has been a blessing being here on YouTube, providing people with messages from the angelics. Such an honor. And I also love to be able to inspire people and to also offer things like tools and methods for protection and healing. And I cannot believe we're already in holiday season. It blows my mind. So for those of you who are in the Northern Hemisphere, I know Southern Hemisphere is different. I have a lot of clients from Australia, but for the Northern Hemisphere, it's winter time and it's Yule time and Christmas around the corner. And by the way, that's my little friend there. That's Henry, my gnome. And I had a really nice time being able to just change my altar into a Yule altar with like holly and pine and winterberry, and I love that. It's very cozy. And this time of year, although it's hard sometimes when it's kind of like you're a little bit more stuck inside, you want to be out in nature. Nature is really sleeping. So we're forced sometimes to be inside because of the harsh conditions, but I love the warmth that the season brings, and I love the reflection that it brings, and I love being able to get cozy and just kind of do like winter magic and fairy magic, green man magic, and that type of thing. I was planning actually on doing a winter magic video. I think I mentioned that in last week's video, but we had messages that came in here from Archangel Raphael. So as you can take a look here also is that I have Archangel Michael like I usually do in my corner, but he has a green candle there as opposed to his usual blue candle or red candle. And we have the 12/12 gateway coming up. So right now it's the 9th. And we have this huge portal coming up too for 12/12. So many of you are already anticipating this. And so I received messages from Archangel Raphael connected to this portal, connected to what's been happening. So this is definitely a very important time for us, and I want to be able to get these messages out. So this is what came. I'm sure I will be doing a winter magic video for those of you who are interested in ways of you can bring the holiday season more, the winter season more into your life. Working with certain essential oils, working with the fairy of winter and the green man and things like that. So I'm still thinking of putting that together, and that will be a really nice winter video. But these messages I definitely feel are ones that are going to help support people as a priority. So I'm going to be delivering these. So yes, the 12/12 gateway. Now I have to say, I'm sure I'm not alone in this. I've been seeing 12/12 pop up everywhere. I've been seeing it on clocks. I'm seeing it on taxi cabs. I'm seeing it everywhere. So 12/12 has a huge significance here. And of course, just like 11/11, it's a gateway in consciousness. It's a gateway realizing something. It's a gateway of living. We are going through this gateway, and hence there are going to be magnificent changes here in the ways in which we live our lives and where we're living it from. And for those of you who don't connect with Archangel Raphael, I definitely urge you to. Raphael is the archangel of emotions, of the heart chakra, also of physical healing too. So for many of you who are healers, you're meant to be healers, or you're currently working as healers, Archangel Raphael is superb, fantastic archangel to call upon to assist you with your healing work. Or if you are going through currently healing up some of your ailments or your conditions that have been for some time, and you're finishing up with that healing, Archangel Raphael can help you to do that. And his crystals would be green crystals, such as, I have this one here, green aventurine. You can also use malachite, which is an Egyptian stone, very powerful for healing and regeneration, cellular regeneration, and just helping the whole physical body be filled with life force. Green aventurine can bring so much beautiful healing life force energy as well. So Raphael is of the green light. Now, if you are new to the channel, I do so many of these messages as I'm a conduit for these messages, a channel. I am a physical channel as well, but I don't normally do that on the channel. That's just something that I do during personal sessions, and lots of different things come out in personal sessions. So the channelings that I give for the channel are general, so lots of people can relate and resonate. But if you are looking for me to channel your own angelics, your own guides, your own spiritual team to assist you with your personal situations, I have so many clients who are twin flames, and these are very special sessions dear to my heart, although I'm able to read for anyone and everyone. You know, as a medium, as a channeler, I can communicate with pretty much anything that's conscious. So I'm able to offer all of that. So if you are someone watching this channel and drawn to this video and you're not on the twin flame path, that is absolutely fine. I would love to be able to assist you, you know, with questions regarding your life purpose, or what's coming up with you as far as what to heal, what to work on, what's best for you to know, love life, and any of those types of questions. And the angels are just brilliant in being able to look at things from a higher perspective and help guide you through to help you to get to where you desire to be. And they're always going to give you messages that are for your highest good. They can tell you what you need to hear. And it's just incredible how much detail comes out in these sessions. So if you are interested in a personal session with me, I am booked up for December now. So I am not taking any more readings for December. You can certainly pay for a session and we can get you booked in January. But for December slots, I am all filled up. I'm very grateful that I'm filled up. But for January, we can definitely get you on that schedule. You can go to the paranormalpriestess.com. And you can contact me on my contact page. I definitely recommend, this is the best way to contact me rather than call. Definitely email me. And what I'll do is I'll check in with my spiritual team, make sure that it's a vibrational match and it's guided. And if it is, I will let you know, and then you can go ahead and you can pay for that session and we can get you scheduled in. So it'd be wonderful. I would love to be able to meet more of you and do these personal sessions, because they just are incredible, and they help me heal too. They really do. Being able to do this work has definitely healed me in so many ways as well. So the paranormalpriestess.com if you are interested, and we can get you on the schedule for January. So now with these messages, yes, wow. So if there's anything else that comes to me, as I usually say, to add to these, I will. But I'm going to read a lot of what I typed these messages, and I do that a lot, especially with the monthly messages. I type them. But I like to do that because so much information comes in, it's kind of hard to be able to scribble it all. So I love to type it. But this is in regards to where we are at energetically and what's coming up here with the 1212 gateway. It is I, Archangel Raphael. I have come to speak to you all regarding your heart space and the challenges that have been affecting you for so long. Now is the time for you to let go of all that has been weighing on your hearts and closing them so as to disallow for unconditional love to be able to pour through and permeate your entire being. This healing has occurred for many now. A completion has come. The coming of the 1212 gateway is to return to your purest state of being. It is quite a large leap in consciousness, and it is a very important gateway of the heart. You have been emptied, dear ones. You have been challenged to look upon your lives and to relive many of the traumas and conditioning that have convinced you of your limited self-identity. You have carried this false sense of identity through lifetimes, and these patterns now come to a close. Healing takes place in layers of consciousness, each layer holding fragments of your soul. These fragments had to be each individually healed and then returned to the whole as new and in a state of wellness. These fragments were the stories of the break of truth, and that break of truth had come from projected hurt and pain that others have formerly experienced, such as your parents and former lovers. This is very true. And I have to say that since I read so many people, as I usually say, I read all around the world, I get to really put a lot of pieces together, and I get to see what has affected so many people and what people are currently going through and what the similarities are all across the world. And I think that's pretty fascinating. And it always tells me too that wow, I'm right in there with all of you. I'm there with you. I'm doing the healing, and I'm at the very same stages, more or less, than so many of you are. So we have all been doing so much healing work, and it has been incredibly hard. Really, it has been I mean, especially just taking a look at this past year. My God, it has been absolutely so difficult to be able to do the healing work that we had to do. So, yeah, 2018 had really, we had so much movement, but that movement for us was really that huge bulk of being able to heal. And we've seen a lot of manifested movement, and that's very true. We did see that in 2018, but we aren't quite there yet as to the lives that we truly desire. But we were definitely moving forward in very intensified ways, and that intensity has been really challenging. And what I've noticed with the readings is that so much of what comes up for us to heal, a lot of it comes from what we first experience in our families, and so much of what we've been conditioned, what we've been taught, and the things that have been projected upon us. And, for us to be able to truly move forward and to step into our alignment, we really have to understand the root cause of so much of our feelings, or rather our thoughts of limitation. And that's because we had to experience so much of hurt and pain, many of us, from going through our family situations, which have been difficult. And we choose these family situations and these obstacles to be able to learn. And, so being able to really look at that and to really understand, have the higher meanings of that has really helped so many of my clients. It's helped myself too when I do my own personal work, to be able to let go and to be able to heal certain things and to understand and not take accountability and to not blame ourselves, that we don't have to choose to carry those burdens. We can choose to let go. We can choose to forgive. We can choose to understand it from a higher perspective. So this is very true. And Raphael says, you have been convinced that you have been much less beautiful and powerful than you actually are. Yeah, and I've had plenty of clients who have come from, abuse. And that's been very difficult, and a lot of divorces and things which have impacted them, or having a parent leave, just leave, and abandonment comes up a lot. And it really takes a toll on self-worth. It really does. And so many of our experiences, a lot of it we take onto ourselves as somehow it's been our fault. And these have been the really big subjects that have been coming up in my personal sessions. So just know that Archangel Raphael is there with you, and I always recommend Raphael, and I recommend Michael to work with the releasing part and the strengthening part to be able to release all of these really hard situations in the past. But Raphael is certainly a great angel to work with to help to heal your heart and to help you to step into your self-love. Those who have interacted with you, who have let their power go, so yes, and have closed down their heart space, would have you believe that they were very real reasons not to accept oneself and love oneself fully, due to imperfections and false judgments that the ego mind had created. You have come to the point of revelation, my dear ones. These times are times in which all drops away and a pure and limitless soul can shine through with magnificence and beauty that no one can alter or take away. Now this is really beautiful and incredible. that we are leaving this now behind. And it's also very important to realize that hurt people also hurt others. And it's not that it's a conscious thing, it's that it's all that they really understood. Those were their patterns, that was their conditioning. But now we are at this point of revelation. So that's all dropping away, all of those burdens, all of that baggage that we have carried. We are now stepping into our true beauty, our true empowerment, our limitless nature. And this is fantastic. You have been able to heal through many obstacles and challenges, as we had said. You have been able to endure much heartache and emptiness. This emptiness, again, was an illusion that was built by the ego to convince you that you were in lack, in which you never truly are. The mind, my dear ones, can be a tool of great use. It can build, solve, observe, and choose. However, when this tool is used solely, and it is out of balance with the heart, it can only anticipate and judge without feeling the heart of the truth, in which is source. The source of your soul is the light, the love, and to feel the truth is to know the truth. The divine mind is linked with the divine heartbeat, the rhythm of the universes, the multiverses, the cosmic heartbeat of love. This heart is the way forward. It is the first and primary place in which all was created, where all will return. With the cosmic heart and oneness consciousness, all the ego's power can give way to support it, rather than the ego running the mind into false territory. Your cosmic heart has returned, dear ones. You are a part of a vast network of hearts and connected to the source of that heart, which is Mother, Father, Source. With this awareness or consciousness, you are able to understand the beauty and miracle of living on planet Earth at this time, and just how magical and beautiful your life form and every life form is. Your connection to all living creatures is the miracle and the giver of all peace, respect, and tranquility. Take your place now and do not look back. It is over. It has been concluded. Now this is a really big breath of air, right? We can exhale because we have done so much. But there is a huge conclusion here and a moving forward into a new beginning where we don't have to look back on our past. We don't have to relive it. We don't have to be haunted by it. We don't have to create from it, most importantly. Create from it and attract from it. So many layers, right? So many fragments. So much to become aware of, but we can't do it all at once. So it happens little by little. It's like we had said on other videos, if you've watched the channel before, it's that it's layers of an onion. And many times we feel like we've concluded something. We feel like we've gotten through a certain issue, only to find there's still more left of it. And that is very true and very common in healing. But Raphael is saying that this healing now, these layers and everything that we've been through, we have been hacking away at so much of it, and the obstacles have been more than we could bear sometimes, truly. And this past summer is a prime example of that, all those retrogrades and everything that had come up. But I'm really getting a sense of just exhaling and going, wow, okay. Now we can move forward. Especially we can move forward in January. And I will do, of course, a video on a look at January, a look at the 2019 year and some of the things that will be coming up for that. But it's so nice to be able to know that we have not been doing all this healing work for nothing. Oh, definitely not. We've achieved so much. We've achieved ourselves. That's self-alignment. And that's something definitely to pat yourself on the shoulder about and to really congratulate yourself for, because you stuck with it, even though there were times where you wanted to give up and say, the infamous, I'm done, right? With yourself, perhaps your beloved twin flame, I'm done. But it's not done, right? Not in the sense where the path is done, but we're at the point where so much of the healing work, the bulk of the healing work itself that we've been working on for so long, the things that have been coming up, we're done. And that's just a fantastic thing. I am guiding and assisting all who request my presence to move forward into the cosmic heart and to usher in greater and higher relationships and experiences filled with love and healing energy. Those who are finding it harder to let go, ask and I shall assist in closing the door on the past and its smaller perspectives and illusions. Together we can understand the greater picture of these lessons and how you have chosen to learn them when you have chosen life plans before incarnation. Yes, there is free will, and yet there are also plans in which parents and lovers are chosen in order to receive lessons of growth in which would be referred to as karma. Karma has traveled through lifetimes in order for your soul to achieve the growth, evolvement, and enlightenment in which you have felt you would like. Now karmic lessons of hardship and pain in the form of lower relationships of lesser consciousness are ending. There is no need for these karmic lessons due to the upgrade of spiritual and physical bodies, hence the consciousness and ability to create from the heart. Now, I made sure I put a note there that when I got that actual line, there was no need for these karmic lessons due to the upgrade of the spiritual and physical bodies. I got strangely, my right ear did something strange. Almost it's like it opened, but it felt like I was underwater at the same time. It was like a weird popping of my ear. I know it was like just a real strange strange sensation there. So I'm gonna definitely take that as a synchronicity and as a sign of how true and how powerful that is. That there's no longer the need for karmic lessons. Now we've been talking about this for some time, that karma was ending, right? And it is still continuing to end. We're having people who are coming out of their karmic marriages, out of their karmic relationships. It may not be officially ended, but the processes have begun. The awarenesses are there. And there's that sense of, okay, I realize this is done, so maybe some of the actual physical actions have not been taken yet, or they're in the process of. But the thing is that karma itself is going to be something that's no longer going to be on the earth any longer. Again, it's not going to be needed. Those lessons are not going to be needed because the soul is upgrading. The soul is going to be 5D consciousness, right? So we are much different. We are much more aware. That's what it is. We are aware. We're in alignment. So we're not going to require those lessons. As Raphael says here, with higher frequency you attract the same, and thus lower 3D lessons of karma are no longer experienced as they're no longer necessary. You are entering a time of Christ consciousness and unconditional love and unity. So that's how far humanity has come as far as our evolvement. And that's why karma is ending. You are attracting your true beloveds due to the alignment with your own heart and then the heart of all. This moves all forward into bliss, joy, peace, serenity, health, and wellness on all levels. For you all will no longer be subjected to suffering of dis-ease. To not be at ease is to not be in alignment within mind, heart, soul, and body. All physical ailments are born of misalignment with the mind and heart. Emotions due to thought patterns that have been lower in nature have made themselves known in the physical body. The body's consciousness and memory is beyond what many can comprehend. The body itself has its own memory of traumatic emotions, and these emotions would stay entrapped in areas of the body, causing a great fire of heat, and this would be considered an inflammatory response. The heat or fire energy can only be balanced with water, the water of love, peace, and soothing balm of tranquil state. Dis-ease will be of the past year ones. Physical bodies shall heal and regenerate at alarming rates due to the renewal of the multidimensional bodies. The higher love frequencies of light shall nourish every cell, molecule, and this luminous light shall heal and bring optimal life force and vital force energies. New strands of DNA shall be untouched by opposing energies, and new upgraded strands shall bring the new 5D body into glorious vigor and performance. Yes. This is very, very true. And I know that when I used to read books by Louise Hay and how she really talked about, you can heal your life. She talked about how the thought patterns and then the emotions that we experience, how they actually do get held onto by the body. And the last thing to actually show up is the physical symptom. So everything that we feel as far as a physical ailment and pains and all these sicknesses and all these things, it starts energetically first. And so, we have to understand that. And it's so very clear to me that we can absolutely heal our bodies by clearing out these toxic thought patterns, these toxic emotions that come from these toxic thought patterns. And clearing out that toxic energy will support the physical energies in their healing and regeneration process. Yes, absolutely. And those of Atlantean and Lemurian descent, I'm of Atlantean descent, we knew this and we worked with this. This was clear to us, and we had things like quartz crystals in which we charged with energy, which assisted us with this, moving energy blocks out of the body and bringing in life force energies, as well as working with elemental energies. I noticed here talking about with fire and then putting that out with the water. Elemental energies are extremely beneficial too, to be able to achieve balance. Feel the light of the heart. See the green light within it. I connect to the heart and its green light, the green of health, life force, and emotional comfort. As you breathe and see this color, allow this energy to be received by all cells, all molecules, all systems, all organs, and all tissue. Allow for this light to heal and regenerate as the great Egyptian malachite is able to achieve, as well as the green aventurine. Allow the love and life to fill you up, and you shall always be in alignment with emotional and physical wellness. In fact, many of you will come to see that it has begun to grow hair and nails, and skin shall become luminous, moisturized, and supple, as well as more tightened due to cellular regeneration and at much higher levels. So interesting is that when I got this part, my green aventurine actually dropped on the ground. So I had a couple of things that happened to me when I channeled these messages from Raphael. And this is very true. I've noticed some kind of bizarre things lately, and you'll have to leave me comments if any of you have experienced this also. But I don't know. I know I'm not seeing this and just making this up, but I've seen some of my skin tighten. And I know I'm not doing the vigorous, weightlifting and martial arts workouts and things that I normally do. I'm taking it pretty easy because my body really needs it right now. So I'm just sticking with yoga, juicing and doing yoga and things. But I've noticed some tightening of skin and like kind of strangely looking at the mirror here and there and going, do I look a little younger or is it just me? And this is not an ego thing in any type of way. I just kind of noticed a couple of these things and I thought to myself, wow, all the energy, all the frequencies, all of these things that we're receiving, it is pretty astonishing. They are absolutely able to heal and regenerate. So, things like seeing shinier hair, healthier hair growing quicker, having skin that's more moisturized, or again, like a tightening effect of the skin, or just feeling like the hands of time are kind of going back a little bit. These are the gifts of 5D, and amen to that, right? We are just entering into a time of just complete healing and regeneration. And we have the tools and we have the awareness now to be able to reverse all dis-ease. And we are functioning at such a higher frequency because our bodies are becoming liquid light. And so that itself and all the brand new DNA strands and things, we are functioning as a much more advanced human being here in the physical. So, as a less physical and definitely more of a light. So kind of interesting, but I'm curious to know if any of you have noticed any changes such as that. Let me know in the comments below. I'd like to hear. Ah, there you go. Raphael said many have noticed this already. All right, well, I'm going to have to take a look at those comments. Yes, it is true, and it is the way of the higher human body, and it is here now to be experienced. Be well, all who hear these messages. Your fights have been won with healing. You are free now from the mind's imprisonment. You are now ready to step into all the love, creation, joy, and peace you wish to manifest upon Gaia. You now are able to take part in higher loves and greater satisfaction and ecstasy, for the greatest ecstasy is of love, and that love you are, for Source is part of that love, that unity is here. Much thanks to all, my healing with you all. Archangel Raphael. Powerful message, really, really powerful message. And it's just a wonderful thing to have that confirmation that all of our very hard work that we have done during 2018, that we've gone through so much, and that humanity collectively has really got through their healing and has evolved at alarming rates, really fast, accelerated rates. So, wow, things are pushing forward, as I usually say, and as they say, really, pushing forward with intensity, accelerated process of change here as we step into the alignment of unity with ourselves, unity with Source. Collectively, we are all coming together and we are understanding the oneness, the love of all creation. The greatest mysteries are no longer mysteries now. They are conscious now. They're not hidden. And so we are really here now to live from a higher place. And that is the beauty of it, because everything that we desire love. But we have to understand that we are love and we're not without love. And once we understand all of these interconnections, then life takes on such a magical excitement, and we no longer view ourselves as victims or trapped. We no longer view ourselves as stuck, as victims of our circumstances. We know that we are here to experience joy and peace and love and every single thing that we could ever desire, and nothing is out of reach. And all we need to do is to work with the oneness and create and manifest and trust and surrender. And we know that so be it, so mote it be, that it will be created if it's for our highest good. And it's an incredible thing. It really, really is. And I'm so glad that so many of you have really stuck by your healing, especially those who I've worked with personally. I've really watched you grow, having multiple sessions with you and noticing how you have went from A to just quickly, like, my God, to see so quickly, and become so conscious of what's happening, and really delved into some of your deepest wounds and healing work, and have really come out a changed person. And you've started your missions, and where you were really, really skeptical, or where you really questioned your ability to do your life purpose and be of service, you were able to achieve that in such a staggering amount of time. Like, these things are going very quickly, and it's amazing, because when I really woke up to the twin flame, this was way back already. We're talking like 2008, 2008-9, of having the awareness of the twin flame journey and the number of years there. And so we've come so far. Wow. Just collectively, and the planet, it's come so far that everyone is just, wow, really awakening. And this is really happening. So we are consistently moving forward, and I'm really excited about that, and I'm hoping that you are too. So let me know, how you resonate with these messages. 12/12 coming up. I'm hoping that, perhaps you guys are doing something like a little ceremony, or if you're just going to stop and reflect, or whatever it is, however you wish to spend it. But I know it's going to be a very powerful gateway, and where your situations feel like perhaps you're not sure what's going on, please know that everything's being addressed, and transitions are definitely happening here. Not only transitioning for yourself, but if you are on the twin flame journey and you're still holding the space for your beloved, they are most definitely transitioning, and they're going through things that are helping them to become aware of their cosmic heart and the cosmic heartbeat, and helping them to step into to everything that Raphael has mentioned. So this is only going to get better and better. So I hope you understand that, and you stay in your belief and your faith with that. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you all next Sunday. I'm on every Sunday. For those of you who are new to the channel, every Sunday I upload, and every Sunday I also say this, which is always true: from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Take care. I'm sending all my love for wellness, for healing, and to return to the cosmic oneness. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.